Hey y'all, happy Tuesday, happy Pep Talk Day. If you are seeing this video, you requested to be on my email list, or you're seeing it maybe on IGTV, or you randomly found me on YouTube where I load these. Hi, I'm Rachel. Some people call me RB. Let's talk. I feel like there should be some music right there. One day, y'all. One day. Okay. It is a holiday season. We officially have come to the point where the girls that respect the bird and the girls that decorate before Thanksgiving have all come together, and y'all, it is time. It is Christmas time. I can't even believe it. I honestly am like blowing. Even as I sit in this house full of Christmas decorations, y'all, like sometimes I sit down, I'm like, my floors are filthy, but yet I have paper lanterns and ornaments all over my mantle or staircase or whatever. Like, Rachel, you've lost your mind. I have those moments. I still love it though. I love social media right now because all the people are posting their Christmas trees. Everyone's posting their cute outfits. Bloggers are sharing all the deals and steals and all their gorgeous inspirational outfits, the tutorials, even the food. All the food accounts are sharing the really good Christmas foods and holiday foods. I mean, it is just, I love social media right now. I love social media as a whole. Honestly, because it's connecting me to so many of you. I mean, so many of you would never have been looking at this or reading or watching my videos or anything had we not met through social media. In fact, most of you don't even live anywhere near me and are watching this, and that's really cool. That's why I love social media. I also love social media because I feel like we have kind of broken the mold a little bit in our little bolded community here, because we're not bad, we're not mean, we're actually a sweet little happy community, and we inspire each other and we help each other more than we judge and look down and things like that. So I do love social media. But even in this wonderful world that we've created here, a lot of pressure happens. Meaning, we see beautiful Christmas trees. I'm pointing to mine only because it's one behind me, but y'all know that's what I mean. And we see all the fun activities people are doing with their kids and the cute outfits and all the amazing sales all the bloggers are posting and things like that. And we feel this pressure and this anxiety of like, oh my God, my stuff's got to look that good, or I've got to have that. I have to have that sweater. I have to have those boots. We have got to get this on the calendar and all the things and all the pressure. And I'm like, oh, okay. We can take a moment and hold on for just a second and ask ourselves all the things that are on that list that I just mentioned, or whatever's on your list or anything like that. Ask yourself this, and this is something that I have to ask myself often, trust me, okay? Are you doing these things? Do you want to do these things for the right reasons? Meaning, are you wanting to do these things, make these changes to your decor, or buy these clothes, or plan these activities, or whatever? Are you doing it for your family and what's best for them? Or are you doing it for the gram? And I say this a lot. Are you doing it for the damn picture? Are you doing it to prove to that random cheerleader in high school that you're better than her? Are you trying to do it to prove that you can do it, or that you want to get more followers, or whatever it is? Are you doing it for the right reasons? And sometimes we can trick ourselves and saying, well, my family would so benefit if I did an Advent activity calendar. I have to do it. And sometimes, you know what? That's not really the case. And we're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about Christmas trees. Let's talk about Christmas decor. Just as an example, because it's easy for me to talk to because no one's right behind me. And two, it's something that y'all know I'm passionate about. I love Christmas decor and I love decorating. And it's something that's like truly like a hobby for me. Like, I truly enjoy doing this. Trust me when I tell you, I would not do all of this that's around me right now if I didn't enjoy it. So first and foremost, do you really even enjoy it? Like doing this kind of stuff? Just because you think that you're supposed to because your favorite girl on Instagram does it, does not mean you need to do it. Does your family even care? Are they going to care if you have 5 Christmas trees or 1 Christmas tree or just a little Christmas tree or whatever it is? You do what's best for y'all. Now, if you're trying to do things like other people, and let's just talk about this tree as an example, okay? This tree behind me is my family tree, meaning our little family of 5 have had this tree forever. When me and Shane got married over 17 years ago, I bought a tree. It wasn't this tree. God knows, I've replaced the stupid tree way more times than I'm willing to admit. But most of the ornaments on this tree are like 17 years old. For real, y'all. And then the rest of the ornaments that have started coming in as the kids have gotten older. Every time I had kids, we added more ornaments, more decorations every year for the kids. And I love that. If I went out and bought this tree and everything on it today, it would cost me so much money. It'd be ridiculous how much money this tree would cost me. Now, I also wouldn't even like it. I would not like this tree if I went and bought it today. Why? Because there's so many memories attached to so many of these ornaments. For example, there's like a little stack of glass pancakes, you know, like those cute little like Mercury ornaments that glitter on it. It's super cute. And in the bottom of it, it says 2000 and 11. Because in 2011, we bought the stack of pancakes for Bree's ornament that year because she was obsessed with pancakes. Now, if I went out and bought pancakes right now, I mean, I'd probably remember re-loving them, but it would not mean nearly as much to me as knowing I bought it that year that we did that, and I can hear her little voice saying that. It means so much to me. This tree has been created over time. Okay, granted, I have updated ribbon, added new ribbon. This year, actually added a lot more ribbon because my other ribbon was like dying. And that's another thing. Like, that's small things that you can do that won't, completely break you unless you like go crazy, that you can add and change. But if you're like seeing things and wanting to do things and feeling like, oh my God, I can't afford it, or I can't do it, or whatever, you know what? It's okay. You don't have to have your stuff look just like somebody else's. There's so much more to it than just throwing stuff up on a tree. And I want you to look at it that way. I want you to look at it as, this tree, when me and the girls put it up, it's a lot of fun because we see all the memories and we remember things, and we, it's an experience for us. It would not mean nearly as much as if I, just tried to make a tree look like this. Does that make sense? So if you are wanting to have a tree that's fun and pretty and whatever it is, or just like somebody else's, that's great. You should be inspired. I got inspired by someone someday to do this. But don't try to just imitate it because you want it right now, or you think you need to have that gorgeous of a tree or whatever. Give it time. Give yourself some grace. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, and don't go broke financially just to do it. Are you doing it for your family? Are you doing it for the gram? Now, you can trick yourself and make yourself feel like, well, I'm doing it for the family. They need to have a pretty tree. They need to have the tree of our dreams. I want my kids to remember a certain tree. They will if you create it over time. You don't have to do everything overnight. You don't have to do everything exactly like somebody else. Now, if you have the money and you want to do it and you're ready to do it, more power to you. You do you, boo-boo. You do what you need, what you can do for your family. But if you have a little voice inside your head saying, we cannot afford to do this, or you don't have the time to do this, or you're putting way too much pressure on yourself to get this done, or you're only doing this so you can have a pretty picture in the background of your coffee cup pics on Instagram. If that's the case, check yourself before you break yourself, girl. Think about it. Are you doing it for the right reasons? Are you doing it for you and your family? Are you doing it for the gram? Okay? Another thing is, and I totally get it, Christmas tree decorations and Christmas trees are completely trivial in the spirit of the season. The true meaning of the season is so much bigger than that. I just know y'all know, as we're talking, these are things that are really a big deal for women and a really big deal for us right now, and something that's like in our minds and in our heads. And I just want to be real with you guys and make sure you know that that's why I'm talking about these things. It's not because I'm putting huge importance on this, okay? Another thing is all the activities and the things and all the stuff we do. For example, I'm going to post today in my blog about my Advent activity calendar that I've been doing with the kids for about a decade. Every year we have, activity every single day on December 1st through 25th that I plan meticulously, and it takes a whole lot of work, and it is a whole lot of work those 25 days to make sure I remember what we're doing, have things prepared, and all the things. And when I worked, it was different than what it is now because I've got more time. Nice hair. But there have even been years when, as much as my kids love this, okay? My kids love the activity calendar. I don't know that I would still do it if they didn't love it, to be honest with you. That's how much work it is. And I love it too. I think it's fun. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of things to remember, and it just puts a lot of pressure on me. And there have been years when I was working that we didn't start it till a couple days later because I just couldn't get my shit together to get it done. Or, in all honesty, if a year came and it was like, we just don't have time to do it, or something had happened, or it was just not working, like I could not get it done, I wouldn't do it. As much as my kids love it, I wouldn't do it. And that's my whole point in this, is that you don't have to do it. You don't have to do the things. And I'm just talking about the Advent calendar specifically because it's on my mind right now. But all the things. Even if you think, oh, I make such wonderful pictures, or oh, my kids would love it. Yeah, they probably would. But are you? Can you do it? Can y'all do it? Is it going to put so much more pressure on you than what it's worth? Then should you really do it? And, it's the same thing with like Christmas cards, okay? This is something I'm kind of passionate about right now because I'm considering not doing Christmas cards anymore, which is a big thing for me because I've always done them. I love, love, love family pictures. And I loved sending out Christmas cards, and I love receiving them. But they're hella expensive, and they take so much time. And now that I've got a larger family that are crazy busy, and when I say larger, I really mean older, trying to get my 3 kids on the same page about outfits and then getting everybody planned to go at the right, like getting our schedule to get them done is nearly impossible. It just is. And I finally decided this year, I was like, you know what? It's just really not that big of a deal to me. It's not going to kill me if I don't get a bunch of Christmas cards because I don't send any out. It's okay. Like, my kids are not going to remember Christmas cards. Will I regret having family pictures? Maybe, but you know, honestly, we take a lot of pictures. My sister and my mom are pretty much photographers. My mom definitely is. I'll just have her take a picture of us at some point, and it's okay. My point is that you don't have to do all the things, even if you feel like it's the right thing for y'all. Does that make sense? And I hope that's coming across the right way. If you are doing things because you think you're supposed to, or you really want that picture, or what, but you're killing yourself to do it, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And let's use the Advent calendar as an example. Like, it's 25 days of Christmas of doing it. You could just do 12 days of Christmas. You could do 10 days of Christmas. Hell, you could do 5 days of Christmas. Whatever it works for you. You can alter and change anything to you and your family. You do not have to put unnecessary pressure on yourself to do it just like everyone else. Don't break yourself. Here's a confession for you. Y'all ready for this? I did not buy a single thing for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Yeah, I posted about it. I posted about Cyber Monday specifically just because I felt like I had got, because I'm part of Shop Style and because I'm Tara's sister and everything else, I knew about all the sales and I saw how amazing they were. Trust me, I saw how amazing the Old Navy sale was. I mean, I buy practically all my clothes there. I saw, Bubble Bar, like all the things. I shared it with you guys. Sorry, I always mess with my hair. I didn't buy a thing. We don't need to spend any money right now. I mean, we are the kind of family that buys most of Christmas right before Christmas. I try to use my Rodan and Fields paycheck to pay for it. And so that won't come until like around the 15th. And that's just how we've always done it, okay? We don't need to spend the money right now on a bunch of things. And I had so much in my freaking carts and I almost hit buy now so many times. And I finally asked myself, am I doing this because I feel like we really need it? Or am I doing this because it's a sale and Instagram told me to? It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Those clothes will be there eventually when I need them. Or if they're not, something else will be. But I was not going to break us or put too much pressure on myself just because Instagram told me to. You have to think about what is going to benefit you and your family. And here's the deal. So often we only do the second part, our family. We don't do us. We don't think about what's going to benefit me, what's going to benefit you. Yeah, it might be really great for you and your family to take the Polar Express deal. I mean, oh my gosh, your kids would love it. Absolutely love it. But tickets are really expensive, probably. You're going to buy pajamas. Trying to get a night where all of you can go is going to be hard. And then thinking about taking kids on a Polar Express thing that they're all going to have to stay up late and then having to go with, like, I don't know, maybe your mother-in-law or friends or whatever it is. Or maybe go by yourself because your husband has to work. Whatever it is. Yeah, your kids would love it, but it's okay if you say no. It's okay if you skip. They're not going to know any different. And if they do, they'll understand. My kids are 15, 12, and 9. And to this day, I still have to tell them no on some things. And they get it. They understand. It's okay. There's been a lot of things I didn't say no to that I should have. And did it make that big of a difference that we did it? You're going to know what you need to do. The Lord's going to put it very clear in your heart what things are important to you and what they're not. I just want to challenge you to really pray about it. The trivial small things like Advent activity calendars, random ribbon on your Christmas trees, Christmas card picks, whatever it is. Pray about those things. Pray about all the things that are on your plate right now that you're stressing about, that you're worried about, that you don't know how you're going to get it done. You don't know how you're going to afford it. You don't know how you're going to make the time for it. You don't even know how you're going to do it and enjoy it. Because here's the deal. As I tell you guys all the time, when your kids actually do have that memory of that thing, do you want them remembering you smiling and happy and willing to get in the pictures? Or do you want them to remember you yelling, cussing, screaming, gritting your teeth, miserable, fighting with your husband the whole time, yelling at them to get in the car, sweating? I know that there's way too many memories of me that way that I wish I didn't do it at all. Don't make the same mistakes I've done. Don't make some same mistakes you've done every single Christmas since now. I mean, as moms, there's always going to be things like that. And sometimes it's going to be worth it, but you're going to know. But you have to ask, and you have to pray about it and decide what's really worth your time, money, and the pressure. I hope this made sense, and I hope this helps. And know that we're all in this together, okay, y'all? There are things that I have to remove off our list all the time, okay? And it's okay. My kids are fine. It's okay. You can tell them no. You can tell yourself no. Just quit putting so much pressure on yourself and ask yourself, is this going to be for us, including me, or for the gram? I hope the Lord shows you what's most important, okay? Well, I say I hope. I know he will, but I hope you ask for it. Okay, I think that's all. I hope this made sense, and if you have any questions, let me know. I went longer than I wanted to, but I felt like this one was important today. And, yeah, I love y'all. Let me know if I can help you. You know where to find me.